Hello, it's Lauren with Lauren Elizabeth Animal Art, and I'm a full-time animal artist, mother, color fanatic, and to help me manage my stress this year, I've been creating art every single day, and I invite you to join me. I've got lots of goodies to show you in today's studio vlog, updates, my progress, things I'm learning in my 100 Animals Challenge. So each day I'm trying to paint one animal a day, and it's honestly been taking me 2 days per portrait, sometimes one day. I'm trying to paint looser, I'm trying to paint faster, and I'm trying to find ways to sneak in more color. All right, guys, let's get started. So with spring here, it's just been beautiful so early in the morning, and we've had these marvelous breakfasts. I've been making strawberry pancakes, blueberry pancakes. Little Anna Grace is absolutely obsessed with blueberries, so there's never a shortage of blueberries in our house. Baby Zachary is still doing that army crawl where he doesn't use his legs, he's just all upper body, and he's also standing up. I think he's gonna run before he walks. Like, I think before he masters the crawling, he's just going to be running after mommy and daddy. Okay, so I got to keep it down because the little ones are sleeping. But I want to show you where I've been working on these 100 animal paintings. So this is not my studio. My art studio is upstairs, but just to be closer to the little ones and everything going on, this is where I'm working. This is all my paints that I use. I have my Arteza paints in these little tubes. These are mostly what I'm using for these animals. And then my Master's Touch medium and heavy body. So this is actually just a clipboard, just because they're so small. This is just what I'm putting up against my easel. And here's all my Arteza brushes and Mr. Owl. And then I'm working on a little squirrel, flying squirrel, and I think I'm gonna make that into a little tart inside the phone. Now upstairs is my actual art room, and it's a little messy right now. Just because I'm having a huge, ginormous sale on all these paintings. A lot of them are very old, but some of them are new. Now to celebrate Mother's Day, on May 1st, I am having a ginormous sale on my classes, on traceables, and on some of my old and new original paintings and prints. I make a lot of my work to go in like baby nurseries and coffee shops. I also love painting seasonal art. Now, many of my mini canvas paintings for my 100 Animals Challenge will go to art collectors in the stallion tier of my masterclass, but I'll still have some available on May 1st because, well, I have a lot more to go. I want to do 100 of these paintings. Now this past week, I started a commission of Gus, the adorable tabby cat, and he's sitting in front of a window. It's like a closed window, and it's definitely a challenge. It's like a bokeh background, and trying to get these precise straight lines. It's gonna take me quite a while to master that background. Now I also painted this octopus, and I'll give you a few secrets here of how I paint them. First, I draw paint the octopus, and it's actually a lot easier than you think, and I think that contributes to helping you to paint more loosely, or at least it does for me when I draw paint it, and I'm not so fixated on perfection at the very beginning. I'm already being loosey-goosey. So once I've painted the background, I then fill in the entire arms, like completely. I'm not leaving any white for the little suckers. I paint them in, and then I paint the suckers over top, working with those darker suckers first. Now altogether, this one took me about 2 hours. Now, normally each day I get about an hour to about 3-hour window to paint. Now, if I don't tackle that window of time, then it doesn't happen. So I really try hard to do that first thing in the morning. I painted a baby elephant. Something about spring just makes you think about little baby animals. So I had to paint a little baby elephant and his mama. I knew I was going to use some browns and grays for the majority of both elephants, but with this baby elephant, I pulled in some purples and pinks. I really am going through a pink phase right now, so it seems like everything has a little bit of pink in it, but with younger babies, they tend to have more blood flow in their skin, so you can't really go wrong with adding some pinks to any animal that doesn't have fur. Now, of all the paintings I managed to squeeze in this week, this one was my favorite. It just came together so beautifully. It's of a pelican standing in front of this beach landscape. I think it's just because I miss the beach so much. Now, there's a few times when I'm working on these paintings and Adam comes to visit me with his lunch. Side note, Adam's absolute favorite meal is an entire frozen pizza with sriracha and a beer. Sorry, Masterclass students, this might be a little distracting, but I did manage to film the entire thing from start to finish, and the other ones that you've seen here. Now, this is the other great thing about doing these minis, is that for instance, with the pelican, I have done so many pelican paintings and I've never understood them and how to paint those feathers, but something about this one, it just clicked for me and how to layer those feathers, and now I'm gonna be able to go into my larger pelican paintings with way more confidence. Like, I even did a pelican commission not too long ago, and I'm considering asking them if I can just make this in a larger size for them in replace of that, because this is so much better. So I'll give my paintings, all of them, at least a week to dry, nothing less than that, before I varnish. I varnish my paintings now. This process has changed a little bit for me over time, but I do a coat of gloss varnish by Liquid X Basics. I'll let that dry for a day, for an entire day, 24 hours, and then I'll apply a coat of satin to just take down that glossy light reflection off of it. Before I would just use gloss. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like too much glare, so it's right there in between. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this short but sweet little studio vlog. I'm going to close with some of the paintings that you'll see on my Mother's Day sale on May 1st. It's going to be super duper awesome, and I'll even have my scripture cards. These are the scripture cards with my art on the back and a verse on the other side. They will also be on sale too. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week for maybe a tutorial, maybe another vlog, I'm not quite sure. But have a wonderful day.